Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. Give me 1 second. My clock is wrong. I'm sorry. Hey, everybody. Hold on. I'm coming. Look at the pretty lights. Okay, what's up, honey pot? Muscle of dogs. I'm trying to read Katine Kippy. Rare breeds. Not a bad day. It was pretty good. Um, I'm fine. I have a headache. I was at the library. I was charging some stuff and heard something really that pissed me off. So let's get started, shall we? Everybody else can catch up if they want. I am sweating to death. Look at this. Ugh. It is sticky. It's nasty. It's horrible. It's like a shower out here, like a sauna. I have to hold this up in the air. Oh, there we go. So I can look up in the air instead of down. Everything's okay with me. I got everything charged at the library. I'm watching movies. I'm watching The Meg. I know, me too. I'm not looking forward to in 4 weeks. It's gonna be awful. I was actually thinking of calling in, and the sheriff, when Richard died, gave me his phone number because he was there when my grandma died. Hi, tea lover. How are you? I thought about writing a letter and dropping it off because they were nice enough, because he gave me his personal phone number and came back that night. I saw him at 1 in the afternoon. He left about 2 or 3 after the coroner showed up and the funeral parlor. He took my driver's license and all my information, and then he left. I said, okay. He said, you take care, and I'll be in touch with you. I said, okay. He said, you call me if anything happens and you need something. I said, okay. It takes about 6 to 8 hours, even for the police, to get a background check. 11:30 that night, before he was going off for midnight, he called in. He took his dinner break, which is a half an hour. He sat with me till 1 o'clock in the morning. We talked all about 9/11. Then he gave me his personal phone number, and I made me list him as my emergency contact, so if something happened to me, he'd be the first to know. I made 3 of you my emergency contact, and you know who yous are. I left my email up there and told anybody to give me their phone number, and I'll give you a call. In my earlier videos, I explained why I used Jayne Wayne. I couldn't put my real name out there, not right away, till I saw how this was going to go over and if I was going to get into trouble for even speaking about what I did for a living. So once I got the okie dokie, it was all right to speak about my job, just not in details of, say, 9/11, okay? I could tell you about the seniors and the cops and the firemen and stuff like that, but I could not specifically give you information on 9/11. That could get me in a lot of trouble. The name Jayne Wayne is a nickname Richard gave me in high school. My father looked just like John Wayne. I'm going to put up some photos of him and you'll see. Because regardless of me falling down the fucking stairs, they've known me since the first day I started school. Okay? I had just learned how to walk when I was 7 years old, and I met them all. Okay? No, they don't. No, they don't. The emergency housing has been shut down since Ian. That's it. In the first 3 weeks, there was no available housing available. HUD shut down emergency housing, senior disabled. Every available apartment is closed, completely closed. We still have people living from Puerto Rico in Richard's hotel. How long was that? There were they couldn't get them housing. 25 families are still living in his hotel, and there's more in others because we haven't been able to place anybody since that hurricane. That's how long HUD Housing has thrown away the list, You cannot fill out an application. There's no waiting list. The woman called me back and said, just go to Salvation Army, but all they're giving you is soup kitchen. There's no housing, and no one is taking names. The reason why I'm saying this is because even from the first video, I explained that I was using another name because I didn't want to get into trouble. I even joked that they already know I'm there from facial recognition, but let's give it a try, and how I got the nickname. I never explained because that was personal, that Richard gave it to me. Someone's calling me a liar and a fraud. I've given you the name of the woman I work with who helped me write the plan, the office that she works for. Anybody could have made a phone call, one phone call, to verify that I was who I was. And yes, I'm thinking of going to the sheriff for help. It's just too damn hot. Yes, I ate the eggs, and I'm going to show you in a minute why I didn't eat on camera. Okay, I just need like a better light. I'm going to try and zoom in on my throat. Lump in my throat here. It goes all the way down to here. My food has to go down here all the way around and back again. I have to swallow my food looking up at the ceiling. That's why I have problems speaking sometimes. Hello, Commander Jack. Yes, I ate the eggs and the ham. Someone's saying some very nasty things about me yesterday. And Commander Jack can testify that he was one of the persons who emailed me. He gave me his phone number, and I told him my real name within the first, 10 seconds of the conversation, and explained why I didn't do it. And here we're coming again with the message for review. It's easy to verify who I am. I have not lied. I am not scamming money. I don't have any cash apps. I haven't gotten any money from anybody. Jack helped me out when I was trying to fix the car. I needed a place to stay because it was going to reach 95 degrees that weekend. So I called him and I told him that I needed to use the money to get a tent so I could stay in the park for 2 consecutive weeks, so they weren't going to let me. They were going to kick me and the cat out with no electricity. So I had to buy that big tent. I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? Someone's saying something really bad, and I know no one on YouTube uses their real name. I put it out there today because someone had let me know what was being said, and I told them, I commented my real name in the comments. I said, fine, here it is. This is my name, Jennifer Lane. Jayne Wayne. Get it? Jayne Wayne Lane. It was a goof since high school. Yeah, I go to, though they don't have cooling shelters here. I go to the library. They're giving me a study room that I can go there at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I do not have to leave till they close. So, I'm okay. And yeah, I did. I went. The low-income senior housing is closed, and they will not let me in to senior disabled because I'm listed as homeless because I don't make the minimum. I make below the poverty level. I only make $9,000 a year. That's it. $8,000, $800, and it comes out to like $8,900 a year. I'm under $9,000 a freaking year. The poverty level is $16,000. It's $1,600 a month. I make $800. They list me as homeless. No, I know. No, because it's not a troll. And I've seen the videos. I fast forwarded to the good part. I don't understand why she would listen to someone like that and not even give me their name. I showed her all the comments people made about her. I let her read it right off my phone. So I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Jackie. I appreciate that. I'm trying to read as we're going down the thing. But I don't want people getting pissed at her because she's taking bad information and she's believing it. And, what if people get pissed off and they unsubscribe? She's going to lose fucking money. That's her livelihood. That's how she takes care of the fucking dogs. I don't know why she's listening to whoever this is. I mean, look what happened with her with the ice cream lady. It took you guys 24 hours to get the lady's name, her address, her phone number, her sister's name, her husband's in jail. And for a year, nobody's had nothing shit to say. You guys, you didn't even know the office I worked for. All of it, the Port Authority. All you had to do was call and verify. One phone call to my ex-boss. And I gave you her name. She's the woman I wrote the plan with. So I've been completely honest. I even told everybody in the beginning, it's not my name, but it's my nickname. And I explained why, because I had bigger balls than John Wayne. And that was it. And I was trying to even say it in a nicer way. I think I said it in Spanish in one of my very first videos. So if whoever's saying this shit would have watched all the videos, they would have saw that I gave you everything. And I did tell three or four of you wrote me, and I called, and the first words out of my mouth was my first name. And if you want to know it, call and email me. Email me, give me a name, give me a phone number, I'll fucking call you. Well, I just said it, so I really don't give a shit. You know, there's nothing they can't do that the fucking government hasn't done to me already. And I'm probably on a shit list because I left. I quit my job, I walked out. I didn't give any notice, I just left after my mother, okay? Shit was getting bad and I didn't care anymore. Yeah, I know, but I haven't collected any money. And then I asked the guys when I had to leave the house after you guys gave me $300 that if you email me how much you gave and send me your address, I'll send you all back the $300 because I didn't get to pay the taxes because I got kicked out. There's a court order on file with the county courthouse. That's public record. It was Bavard. Everybody knows where I fucking am. I don't even hide where my fucking location is except for where I'm fucking sleeping. And only Jack and Stacy and Janie know about that. Jeannie. I had to have someone know where I am in case something happened. They could call the cops if they didn't hear from me and come get the cat. I even wanted the meetups, you know. But that's it. You know, everything I said was verifiable. I told you everybody I work for, every department, all the cops, everybody had to make one phone call. You know, we had that lady from the fucking milk truck, bam, in less than 24 hours, somebody got her background check. You won't get that, but you could call my ex-boss that I gave you her name. If everybody paid attention, I got yelled at for giving out too much information, but I didn't want to hide anything. A lot of the other people on YouTube, look at some of them, we even know the Walmart they're sleeping at. That's insane. So I didn't care because you guys, you know, she's known you guys. Thank you. You're welcome. And I got dated for days, I'm assuming, but look at this shit. I've been watching all day. I uploaded, 3 videos in one day today? I think one didn't go up. Because I think I flashed the camera by accident, so I was afraid to put it up. I couldn't watch the whole thing. So that's it, you know? I said, fuck it. I don't care. What the hell? I'm at the end of my rope anyway. Fuck that shit. You know? I had to get the post office box. And that's really the only money I received. Was 2 women sent me back the exact amount I paid for the post office box, which was like $69. So that was it. And Jack helped me, and I used his money. I used his money to get the tent, so I could have electricity for the cat, for the fan. I even discussed it with him. And if he wanted me to give it back, I told him I would have sent it back to him. But he's a wonderful man, and he said, hell no. And we used the tent every day. But that's it. You know, I just wanted to say she's getting bad information, and she's trusting someone she shouldn't. But that's it. I don't know. I feel bad because I don't want her taking shit. You know, that's not fair. She's talking about me. The cop who came down with the ice cream lady, I had to give him my driver's license. I told him who I was, gave my driver's license. He went over there. When the supervisor came, they ran my fucking driver's license to verify who I was with the VA. They called them and told them, is this true? Is this who she is? Is this woman lying? There's a war going on. He had to verify who I was. So the police even verified who I was for her when I was telling them to let her go. So, you know, that's it. Enough. Stop listening to stupid people. They're really giving you bad advice. I did not do whatever the fuck they said I did because I haven't gotten a dime. Not a fucking dollar. Nothing. Okay. What's up? I had to get that off my freaking chest. Yes, I do. It's on the if you go to the channel, it's the first thing up there. Is the post office box. I tried. Oh, everything's going crazy over here. I tried. I did. You know? I mean, she was even there when I got the restraining order against the nurse. She left me. I went to the doctor. She went to go walk the dogs. I said, come meet me back here at like 9 o'clock. Come back and sleep, but take your day, do your live streaming. I'll see you later. I said, I could be there all day with him. He may send me to the hospital. My blood pressure was 255. She went to walk the dogs. I went over there, and for some reason, she went back and talked to that lady without me there. Now, the man who owns the house, his initials are MW. I don't want to say his name. I said it once by accident on one of the lives. But he should be either the new owner of the house or it's a man with a Spanish last name. And you can even look up who he bought it from was me. That was Richard's father. You know, I don't know what else to do. Got kicked out by the goddamn water company. This is ridiculous. His family didn't want to call FEMA. They owned the house. I couldn't call FEMA and put a claim in. I had to give it to his father. No one did shit. For 9 months, they didn't call FEMA. The time, when the time ran out? July 1st. So I don't even know if they put the claim in. I don't know what's happening. All I know is I went there to get my mail and all my shit was in the garbage. The house got emptied out and there were fucking moldy, black moldy 2x4s of the living room wall sitting there. So they tore out my grandma's room. I was going to sift through the shit, but I saw the black mold. I'm still looking for my grandmother's ashes. Were still in the fucking house. Okay, I had to walk out of that house. I couldn't get in the room because of the fucking animals were in there. The fucking possum, she said there was no way we could get in. That the thing was hissing and the mice had their heads bitten off. And I was like, I don't even want the dogs to go in to chase them out. Where are we going to chase them out to? So we didn't. We shut the door, barricaded it, and she said there's no way to get her out. I'm sorry. That this is crazy. You're going to get hurt. I'm going to get hurt. So we fucking left my grandma there. Which fucking killed me, okay? I'll probably get yelled at on YouTube, sorry. I broke my heart to leave my grandma in the house like that. But if Morgan can run in and out and get her, there was no way to jump across the bed with all the shit on it from the closet. We couldn't even get in that room. So, that's it. I just don't want her believing whatever the hell this person's saying. And if somebody's saying something like that, I want their fucking name. I deserve a right to know. She got to find out the name of the milk lady. Okay, she knows her name, her address, her phone number, her sister's name, her husband's name, who's in prison. But I can't know the name of the person talking shit about me? No. Now with Trump winning that dumbass defamation case, and he has to pay that lady $5 million for calling her an asshole? Are you kidding me? Now that leaves everybody open to a fucking lawsuit now, so everybody knows. So better stop talking shit about people on YouTube, because that's going to be across the board. They had to bring that back because of this. They have to stop people from doing this shit. You're destroying people's lives because you're saying shit in public. This is a public venue now. That they made it that way. So right now everybody could be suing everybody for talking shit about them. But I don't want people getting pissed at her because that's how she takes care of her dogs. And I don't want her taking bad advice. And I tried to call her. I tried to, nothing. The phone got turned off, and that was it. That was it. But the police did verify my story and who I was. So I don't understand why she's believing this person over the cops that let her go. She may have forgotten maybe in what happened, and she was so upset that she didn't realize what I was saying. I don't know. But they know who I am. But I am, I think, going to write a letter to Sheriff Ivy, explain to him what happened, and see if there's anything he can do, because I've been to the VA and there's nothing. There's nothing. There's homeless that's sitting there with no legs, living outside on scooters. I don't know if you, oh, I didn't post it yet. I have a picture of one in the park. He lives on his electric scooter out here, outside, in the rain, in the storms, in the shit. What does that guy do when Walmart closes at 11 o'clock? He's hiding outside somewhere. I have no idea. And if they can't get that guy an apartment, I talked to him. I did. I said, the hell with it. And I started asking him. I told him what I used to do. I worked for the center. I went to go to the VA. I said, you got a place? And he says, no, I live out here. I was like, Jesus Christ. If he can't get it, I said, are you on a list? He said, there's no more list. They shut that down. There's no list. There's no room. But we're building condos left and right across the street. But there's no housing for the veterans or disabled or nothing. And because I'm not actively and I can no longer go through chemotherapy treatments, Cancer Society ain't doing shit. They don't have it. You have to be in doing chemotherapy at the time for them to help you. My experimental irradiation inside the DEXA scan machine is because it's experimental. We're just trying it to see if it works. That's not covered. And that's what I'm supposed to go through again, and I'm putting it off. I'm supposed to do it by August 23rd. And I really don't want to. I know everybody's getting them, but here we got full with hurricane after hurricane. We took in the entire country of Puerto Rico. Do you understand how many hundreds of thousands of people came here? And they never left. They're still live. We got them houses. We put them up in hotels. They're still there because we ran out of rooms. That's exactly what the woman told me at the housing authority. I said, you can't even take my name for an emergency? She goes, there is no emergencies. Nothing. We can't even take your name and your phone number anymore. I said, oh my God. I called up home. They stopped taking a list 3 years ago. They threw it out. 7 years long. 7 years long to wait for an apartment. I said, Jesus. She said, you could try back in a year. I said, in a year? I said, I'll be lucky if I make it to freaking September, lady. They took away my oxygen machine. That's for my liver and my kidneys, not for the lungs. It's keeping my liver and kidneys alive because I don't have enough oxygen in my blood going through those organs. Because my blood is too thick. It's like honey. You can't blow, oxygen can't get through the honey. And it's so sticky that it just sticks to the outside like the oxygen bubbles. It's not penetrating my blood. So, I know, I am. I just, I wanted you guys to understand, and I feel bad. But, yeah, I'd have to relocate with the SSI and Social Security and have a place to live. And then see what they do for me. I don't know, Yeah, I know. It's okay. She's just getting bad advice from someone. Yeah, I know. I know. It's been going on since, I think, a lot of stuff in politics changed right before 1980. So somewhere between, say, 78 and 82, there was a huge shift and a rift in each party where people were realizing they were spies. That's where the rhino and the dinos came from. They didn't even think that was actually happening. And it was. People were just saying they were Republican to be in on those things, to be a spy, to report back. When they asked me to be mayor of the town, 3 days later, I went to pick up Chinese out of the blue for Richard, and I even told Morgan all about this. I go to pick it up. They were closing. She said, I'll meet you outside. Tells me how much, bring exact change. I said, okay. I pick it up, and instead of going back the same way, I wanted to go to Dunkin' Donuts, so I went a whole different way. 2 black SUVs cut me off in the middle of the thing at 11 o'clock at night. Next thing you know, the SUV in front of me at the light guns the gas like The Sopranos. I look, and I hear a car coming with these big, huge headlights. I roll up just so I could see the car that's coming because the SUV behind me has got the friggin' headlights in the back of my car like a Mack truck. I can't see shit. The car slows down. The door opens up. They toss this man, the mayor of West New York, I can't say what year it was, onto the hood of my car, beaten to a pulp. He was blood bleeding all over the hood of Richard's car. 2 days after, they asked me to be mayor. I went home and I said to Richard, I'm looking at him, he's looking at me. The door slammed shut, he takes off. Like a minute later, I'm getting out of the car. I'm like, are you okay? He's like, stay in the car. I was like, oh shit, you're the rat. You're the fucking rat. And they're letting me know to tell the mayor it was you. Because I'm the mayor's girl, second, in command behind my mother with the mayor. So I get home and Richard starts yelling at me. He said, that wasn't a message for the mayor, you jackass. That was a message for you. You want to play with the big boys and be mayor? Look what happens. And also to tell the mayor, here's your rat. We thought this guy was our friend. And he wasn't. The whole time, for 6 years, he was spying on us. So, that's why we left. I had enough of that shit, and I came here. My father died while I was in the hospital getting chemotherapy, dying after my mother died. Okay, I was in the hospital from the end of February, right after my birthday. I got out. My father died May 11th. I got out on May 24th. Okay? I thought I was in the hospital for 2 weeks. I was in 2.5 months. They didn't tell me that my father died until after his birthday in July. My grandmother wanted his birthday to pass, so I wasn't that upset because he died on May Day. They unplugged him. But my father ended up in the hospital right after I did. So my mother died, I was dying, and then my father died while I was in the hospital. It's just ridiculous. I have no idea. I told you all, the town where the Lincoln Tunnel is. Weehawken. Before that happened? Just forget it. I thought that was just now. Because I haven't gotten any emails, and I've had an email up there since I started the channel, and nobody's come after me and said anything. So I don't know who this is who's telling her this shit, when everything can be verified with one phone call. What? I'm trying to read it. Okay, that's just that. And you've been watching all the lives and all the shit. You know everything. I even explained how we wrote the plan together. It's okay. I don't care. I just, enough. Enough is enough. Someone giving you bad information, stop listening. But yeah, I even have a docket number for the house. I got a docket number for the complaint at the Vieira Police Department that I put against the nurse. And I told the police what happened. They called my doctor. He verified what happened and that he sent me there. And right away they approved it. I canceled the appointment with the judge I had because I had to leave because the water got shut off. There's also a court order that got sent to Richard's father. Okay, he got served with paperwork. That's public record. Anybody can look that up. So if you thought I was lying about something, everybody can look it up. So I don't know why someone is telling her all this shit, because then they've never watched the video. So how are you commenting on shit you're saying about me if you've never watched the video when I gave you all the information to verify my fucking shit? You'd have to watch all the videos and put all the fucking puzzle pieces together, but I left enough clues so someone smart enough would have said, ooh, I could call and verify. And no one has. I asked her. I call her and I text her all the time. Anybody bothering you or calling you about me? No, no one's called. Since I put the thing and I told her what I did with the channel. I had to tell someone because she wanted to know why I was calling her to ask if people were calling about me. She goes, no, don't worry about it. I got you back. I was like, thank you. So, that's that. So is everybody doing all right? Damn, it's hot. Oh, sweating to death. She's just trusting someone that she shouldn't. And who knows what else this person is telling her that she's believing. Okay. I am. I haven't been watching. Dawn and Nikki. Oh, I forgot about Nikki. But I'm reading. Sorry. I'm catching up. I just, I feel bad. I don't want people getting pissed at her for something that ain't true. So, ow. It's just stupid. Thank you. You don't have to. I know. I just, I heard a noise outside. Sorry. That kind of doesn't belong. So because now it's more and more people are sending me messages telling me what's been going on because I haven't been able to watch. I just got the phone a couple of days ago. And also with this shit, I'm picking up Mouse's ashes soon. My fucking cat just died. You gonna lump this shit on me now? Whoever is fucking talking to her? Fuck you. Stop fucking telling Morgan bullshit that ain't fucking true. And if you want to say shit about me, fucking say it to my fucking face and email me. You got my fucking thing, and stop telling her bullshit. Inciting a fucking a fight that doesn't fucking exist. There is no fucking fight. I didn't fucking do anything. She didn't do anything. She left. I left. I had to go. I left first. I fucking took off. I had to go to the goddamn doctor and get out of there. The cops were pissing. I didn't fucking trust them. And she was getting ready to go. She was at the park. So I said, all right, I'm not going to stay. I'm leaving. What the fuck is that noise? Sounds like somebody's using a floor buffer. Either that or they're busting into the Chinese restaurant. But that's all. She gonna take heat for saying shit on me. And someone's giving her bad fucking advice. Ow. Sorry. But that's all. I just wanted to set the record straight. Y'all pretty much know every single thing about my life. I don't think I've really hidden anything other than my last name. And now everybody knows. I don't give a shit. There's nothing. I don't fucking have anything. And enough people stole my fucking identity down here. It doesn't matter. Some lady, before I left, was trying to take out credit cards in my name. Then she got turned down for a car loan by Pontiac using my name and my address. Well, didn't she think that the paperwork was coming back to the house if she got denied or not? She probably thought they were just going to email her and call her and turn her down. It's been fucking crazy. The girl at Pizza Hut fucking robbed my goddamn account. But we finally caught the lady at Walgreens, by the way. The pharmacist got her, and because it's a third party, it's a pharmacy company that makes pills, okay? Whatever the name of this company is, say Leafy Green. Leafy Green makes my pills. They put the pills in a box and mail it out. They're going after her for like 10 counts of fucking mail fraud, felony fraud, everything. She's committed like 5 federal crimes by stealing my prescriptions through the mail, and now they got her and they're going after her. And it was a guy at the register who caught the freaking mistake and gave me her name. Then the pharmacist went back and tracked everything down, called the place that mails the prescriptions, and they're tracking her down. She's gonna go to fucking jail. Just because the guy at the register noted one odd thing. He says, you don't look like a Hernandez or a Herminia. What is your name? And I hand him my discount card from my insurance. And my name is on it. He said, and my address, and my doctor, everything's on it. He says, oh my God, Herminia Rodriguez has been using your account for over 2 years. So we went back to the pharmacy. That's why my prescriptions were going out and getting picked up, and they couldn't understand where they were disappearing to. Because she changed it and had them mailed out. Walgreens didn't even know because they're not involved. It's all they do is give that company my phone number. They call me. They're not even involved in it. All it was showing is that my prescriptions were being filled and they were being mailed. I said, I didn't sign up for the plan. And we've been trying to figure out for like a year now what the hell's going on. Well, we finally got her. And I got the woman in New York, Shaniqua Walker. There's 14 different variations of the name Walker in one house, a single family house. They finally went after her. And I got the list of all the names that she was using. And I had to pick which ones that she was making doctor's appointments to and going to. She had 4 different doctors she was going to, pretending to be me. And Medicaid never checked on it because I'm sick. They never gave it a second thought, ever. Let everything pass right through. Well, I got her now. I turned her in before I left for Florida. I called Medicaid and we got the address. She didn't live that far. And she lived where I used to live in Jersey City with my ex, like after high school, okay? I was 21, 22 when I lived there. And right near her too. So, this has been going on a long time. What the hell is that noise? Sounds like one of those... Oh. It sounds like one of those movies where they're busting into a bank, sawing through the concrete. I swear to God. Just want to make sure what's going on. Oh, wait, who's 2 little girls? I missed something. I'm trying to read, too. God, such a headache. Making the noise? No, I'm in a parking lot. I'm outside a restaurant. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, no, not my neighbor. No. This was a while ago when I lived in Jersey. And that's when I was getting married before Richard and I called off the wedding. It wasn't going to happen. My father was pissed. He refused to show up at the wedding. My grandmother got mad. She wouldn't even meet him. My father wouldn't give my permission to get married, and at that time I had to have it. Sorry, that was that's how my family was. My father said no, there wasn't going to be no wedding. And my grandmother said no. Plus, he turned out to be a really bad guy. One day, instead of making mashed potatoes for dinner, I made rice. This was before cell phones were invented. He worked outdoors. There was no way to contact him until he came home for dinner. And he was kind of a bad guy. And that day I found out how fucking bad he really was. He kicked me in the back. He was 6'4", 225 pounds. He was a big ass dude and he liked to work out, okay? Big fucking Ukrainian guy. Because part of my family is Ukrainian. So we thought this was going to be okay with my family, that we got married, and it didn't. My father said that he didn't like him, and if something bad happened and I didn't listen to him and I stayed with him, they'll fucking come crying to me when something bad happens to you, because I'm telling you, get the fuck away from him. I should have listened. Well, because I made rice instead of mashed potatoes for dinner, he kicked the shit out of me with his work boots on. Big ass, giant steel-toed construction boots. He put me in the fucking hospital, okay? Shortly after that, I snuck away, called my grandmother. She offered to take me down. I had to come hide from him because this went on for a while before I had enough balls to leave, okay? I was afraid to leave. And after that day, I realized shit was just going to get worse. That he didn't care. He was beating the crap out of somebody who had polio and kicked the shit out of me with steel-toed work boots in the back. He could have paralyzed me. So, after he left for a week or two because he was embarrassed, I called my grandmother, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, she got me a goddamn plane ticket. And I hid, and that's also part of the reason why I don't put my fucking name out there. And I told her that too. Why I was hiding also. I don't know. Maybe he's still holding a grudge. I don't know. He's a bad, bad dude. Bad fucking guy. I don't want people right away knowing where I was. So that's my fucking personal life. I kept it to myself. Now everybody fucking knows. So I haven't hid anything from anybody. Shore power is when you hook up to a house. Electricity. Running off when you're using an extension cord, like I was from my house, living in the car because I couldn't get back in the house because the cat wouldn't go back in. I realized it was the smell. I finally smelled it. And then I saw the mice, and I said, ah, shit, the possum, the mice, we can't live in here. And I tried getting help, and I couldn't get it. So I moved into the van. That's how this actually started out, as an evacuation vehicle, because I couldn't rent a hotel room. Where am I going during a hurricane? I wasn't living through one more hurricane. After these two back-to-back, I got caught. The reason why I couldn't leave in the van, okay, was because I had $10 and half a tank of gas. I got caught by surprise. I thought it was just Nicole. By the time I found out Ian was coming, I had bought freaking a bunch of hurricane supplies. I had no money. It came at the end of the month. I had nothing. I took everything I could to the pawn shop, and all I had was $120. That was not enough in gas to get anything where I would have got caught like Stacy Lynn in her car outside in the hurricane. I said, well, we're going to ride it out in the house because I don't got enough money to get out of Florida. I only had one tank of gas. That was it. That was only getting me maybe to the Georgia border, and I was going to drive right into it as I went up the coast. I could not get away from the storm, so I stayed. But that's that. I had got kicked out, must love dogs. The day Morgan fell off her car, I was on the phone with her when the guy from the Board of Health pulled up. I had to hang up with her. She was in the emergency room. She said, call me back later. I said, how long are you going to be? She goes, I'll be 3 hours. I said, right, let me find out what this guy wants because I may have to leave right now. He was nice enough, I shouldn't even say this, to let me stay the night, say I wasn't there, and then someone came the next day. And that was it. They served Bobby with a court order. The house was closed and no one could live in it until the repairs were made. And that was just for the water. They never did an inspection inside the house because no one had a key. I don't even know how this guy got in. They must have had a locksmith come and bust in the house, open the lock. I'm the only one who had a key. Unless they climbed through one of the windows, I don't know, and they were barricaded with furniture. But I noticed all the bedroom windows are open and the wall is out, laying in the goddamn garbage. Along with everything else, all the rugs, all the furniture, everything was in there. So I could not stay in the house. That was that next morning. The next morning when she went to get the thing, her sprained ankle at the Emergy Med. That guy showed up at like 8 o'clock in the morning trying to catch me. The next guy was coming Saturday morning. I think it was Friday. He came on Friday. And then he told me Saturday the guy will be there by 6 a.m. He said, you better be out of here, I'd say at least by 3 a.m. Because I would not put it past the next person to come to show up at 4 a.m. thinking you're hiding from them. I said, okay, and guess what? That guy showed up at 6 in the morning the next day. So I couldn't even go back to the house to get anything because it wasn't my house. Technically, I wasn't able to take anything, say, outside the house. I had to prove it was mine. So I just took what I took. Because I knew Richard's father's not going to come after me for stealing my own shit. They never even took anything of Richard's. They left it there. I said, whatever you want, come and get it. So I left his property in the house. I didn't take anything of Richard's. I left it there for them. I have one picture of me and Richard, and that's it. That's it. Oh. Drama. Everybody's got nothing better to do but start shit. Well, there is no shit to start. People are just bored and being assholes. And yeah, now I'm having a fucking cigarette off camera for a minute. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. But how could this person say I'm a scam artist when I don't have a monetized channel, and I never did? And I say in the beginning in my very first videos, I am not monetizing the channel. I'm here just to show you what was happening, because you know why I started the goddamn channel? My friend's baby brother became a cop just like him. And he became a cop because his father was a cop. Okay, I told you we all took our parents' jobs. His brother ended up working in a town called West New York. Right before I left the house, and you can check this out too, when they were shooting the cops, calling 911, and people were sitting on a couch and they were just blowing cops away as they opened the door trying to save some woman from being beaten up. That's what happened to him. It was all over the news, even down here. We had to wait like 4 or 5 weeks to find out whether he was dead or alive. They wouldn't even tell his brother, because the girl in the house said they had nothing to do with it, but that she knew him and his brother had a fight. They all live in the same house, taking care of their old grandma. It was a bullshit story. Eventually, they had to apologize for the family to tell them that, you know, they were listening to people who called 911 and then shot at a cop with a shotgun. It went right through his fucking vest. Right through his fucking vest, that shotgun. This is why I started the goddamn channel. So people would stop shooting cops and firemen and give us some fucking respect. That's why I did it. I even say it in the beginning. I didn't want any money. I don't want to be fucking YouTube famous. I just want people to understand what it's like. And that women do this shit too. You know, just standing next to these people could get you killed or sick. Ta-da. I wasn't digging in the pile, but I got caught up in all the shit and contaminated just for helping out. I didn't even have to be on the other side of New York. And that's what I want people to understand, how many people were dying in my fucking town. I even gave you Weehawken obituaries.com to see how many people a week die in my fucking town. It's pathetic. Go back to 2012. It's the people in the same family are dying day after day. We had 11 funerals in 7 days. I quit because I couldn't fucking take it anymore. I was in charge of doing those funerals, making those reservations. And then once we got to the funeral parlor, being in charge of running the goddamn crown for my best friend who lost her mother and her husband 2 days apart. Because they're all dying of fucking cancer in my town and no one gives a shit. 400 women were diagnosed, misdiagnosed with the breast cancer. Me, my mother, my best friend. Now it's up to like 750. Between my town, the town of West New York, North Bergen, all the way up to Fort Lee. That one machine serviced over like, I don't know, 2,000 women. 700 of us who were involved in living on the waterfront all have fucking cancer and we're dying. Because the machine made a mistake? No, because everybody fucking lied. And they got caught. Because someone important got it. That's why I'm making the channel, okay? For my mother and my best fucking friends. And I'm not here making money. I don't have any money. I told you guys all along I can't get any fucking money. That's why there's no Cash App, there's no Fund Me, there's nothing. Nothing, and I've never asked for a dime. Except to help me pay for the taxes because I thought I could stay until the nurse called the Board of Health and got me thrown out of my own house. Because this is so much fucking better. I had to give up 2 oxygen machines and now I have no electricity and no water. And that's what I told the guy. I said, you tell your boss at the Board of Health that you kick somebody out who's dying of fucking cancer and no immune system. I had to give up my oxygen. I have no electricity and no water now. So how is that not risking my life by putting me out into the street? Oh, let's see. 3 months later, DeSantis makes a new rule. Started yesterday. You can stay on your property. Oh, but guess what? It doesn't include Nicole and Hurricane Ian people. It's only for this year. No one from last year can stay on their property. They kicked I was like, so how can you say you can stay on the property and make your repairs, but it doesn't count for iron? My neighbor's house is still propped up with 2x4s. I just drove past a couple of weeks ago. I made sure when I looked at my house and saw my shit, I drove right past his house to see if it's still on fucking stilts. Ropes and 2x4s holding up his goddamn carport. And he's still living inside. Not a Board of Health because he's got running water. And now he not only can he not stay there, he's not supposed to. According to the governor, that doesn't count. I went on the website and looked up the rules, and I listened to him make that. He made an announcement and read it himself. Screw him too. No, I'm not going through the fucking system. You know where they're going to put me? In a fucking shelter, and they would have took the mouse away from me. They would have taken my cat, gave him up for adoption. They would have took Mouse from me and given him up for adoption because those places don't take pets. That's why I left. The guy saw the cat. He said, they're going to take your cat. I said, where are they going to put me? He said, a homeless shelter. I said, that's it? He said, that's it. If they place you anywhere, they're not going to, they kick you out. They don't find you a place to fucking live. All those people from over in Fort Myers, half of them are living in the park where I was in the goddamn trailer park, in the campground. I was telling these guys, Jack and the rest of them. Yeah. Oh, please. I gotta go pick up his freaking ashes. And to pull this shit after he died? What the fuck? What kind of mean person are you? Obviously, whoever this is isn't watching the fucking videos. I'm picking up, I think, on Thursday. I'm not sure. I gotta call her back. It's just ridiculous. And anybody could look that up. That's why I've been giving you guys the information. Go look at my fucking town. Look what's happening. And nobody cares. There's nothing they can do about it. My friend Taylor that died 4 hours after my mother is married to our friend. His mother died 14 days before Taylor. So me and Richard's best friends in the whole fucking world since we're 7 years old, his mother died, and then 14 days, he's married to Taylor. Taylor drops dead after giving birth to fucking twins. This guy has no one. He's got 3 kids. Our friend Stacy moved in with him to take care of the kids so he could keep working. And no one gave a shit. That was the biggest hit of all, when everyone realized what the fuck was going on with the people in my town, with Taylor and my mother, and her mother-in-law fucking died within a 10-day period of each other. Could you imagine losing your wife and your mother fucking 10 days apart and being left with 2 brand new twins? And a 4 and a 5-year-old? The guy's got 4 fucking kids now, and no wife and no mother. That poor guy almost lost his fucking mind. The whole town moved in and took over and helped him out. All verifiable. Go look up the fucking obituaries. Taylor Tuvey, Melody Tinker. Wait, whose son? Pamela? I'm missing something. Sorry, I was yelling and bitching. What happened to Pamela? Jack? What did I fucking miss? Wait, what happened to Pamela's son? Pamela, I'm sorry. Whatever happened to your son, nobody's telling me. I don't think I can go back that far. See, now I feel like an asshole. What happened to Pam's son? Yes, it is. They look like the real thing, but it's not. It's a pre-roll. Oh my God, Pamela! Oh, Jesus. Oh. Jesus. Oh, God. Pamela. Jesus, God, I'm so sorry. Ugh. That's a hard one. Especially that way. I am so sorry. Yeah. We will. Oh, man. Both of you. Oh, I know. Oh, Jesus, God. Yeah, these are coming in slow, but I'm getting them. See, now I feel stupid for bitching about this stupid shit. I didn't want to bitch. I just wanted you guys, you know. I know you know, but I just wanted you to know. Honeypot, sorry, too. Life sucks sometimes. Hold on. That's why I said this channel is becoming more like a group therapy, which is fine. Everybody talk your shit. That's why I like when you guys talk to each other. Everybody's got fucking shit. And yeah, I became a hard ass after a while. Yeah. mean, just car accidents alone are a bitch. We're just gonna have group therapy once a week. Now I got data. We just have fucking nightly group therapy. I don't give a shit. Come down here. We'll have a group therapy meetup. Hold on. Oh, all my alarms are going off. Sorry. Yeah. We're all doing pretty good. We're just venting, telling our sad-ass stories. Everybody commiserating together. Oh. Yeah, I believe that. I'm just hoping. Thank you. That's for Pam. Oh, man. Just tired. Sorry. I'm moping. I'm pissy. Car's being a pain in the ass. I gotta pick up the cat. I don't know when. I forgot the phone number. The original phone went dead. Jack, Janie, and Stacy Lynn, and anybody else who has it, that phone's gone. Now it's just the brand new one I gave you guys. I texted you the number the other day. I can't even turn this stupid alarm off. Ow. We had a crazy little tornado. Blew through the parking lot about 5 o'clock. It ripped the sunscreens right out the side window. The car started rocking. All kinds of stuff went flying that way. And next thing you know, right out of the front windshield, it went out the open passenger window. I went looking for it. Oh, that's my stupid alarm. I can't reach it. It's in my laptop in my bag in the front seat. It's almost done. Wait. Or is it this thing? Oh, shit. No, it's this one. Hold on. Oh, no, don't fall. I had to time. Hold on 1 minute. Look at the flowers. Okay. Here's the lights. Okay. I just fucking turned it off. Oh, where's the other phone? I forgot. When the guy synced this new phone, he synced all 3 phones together. So now my alarms, even though I have it turned off here, it's syncing to all the other phones. I had 3 phones going off the other night, all at one after the other. I was like, what the hell's going on? Yeah, it might be on 2 devices. Who knows? It's probably on all 3 now. Oh, no, on 2. The first one is gone. The $30 a month plan phone, yeah, that went dead like a couple of days ago. Thank you, Richard. Oh. Yeah. The truth be told. There's truth social number 2. This is truth therapy. How's that? Truth. I can't say it. I'm lisping. Truth therapy. Yeah, try saying that. Have 2 beers and try saying it. Let me know what happens. It's good to see you too. Oh, California. How do you live with those earthquakes out there? We did a bunch in Jersey. I didn't like that. I don't like being rattled and rolled around my bed while I'm sleeping and everything falling off the walls. We had a 3.0 over the Lincoln Tunnel. Everything fell off the walls. Everything, all my little tchotchkes fell over. I went from one side of the bed to another. Richard was at work because he goes to work at 3 in the morning over there in Brooklyn, and he called me. He woke me up. Yes, this is the new phone that I'm on now. They were kind enough to give me a whole buttload of discounts. It took 20 minutes for them to run my driver's license and stuff. So I talked with the guy who I told the people the other night that he was on the other side of the river pulling people out of the buildings and the piles, sticking them on the boats and sending them over to me. We never got to meet. He got taken away. He got brought in with a special Marine unit coming out of Miami. It was the special high rescue unit, like the one my dad used to be in, like a Delta Force team, okay? That's who came. And they just took him right out of his house, went to school, ripped his kids out of school, put them in a separate military. They didn't even drive together, and they didn't fly. They all drove up together. They put his kids in Long Island or Staten Island in a hotel. He didn't see his children, okay, for 9 months. They would not let him leave Manhattan. They were wearing two hazmat uniforms. The white one and then the big bubble thing, if you ever saw the movie Outbreak. Big orange thing looking like Will Robinson, you know, the robot. He was telling me stuff that I didn't know. I didn't know they brought their children. I figured they would have left them there and not brought them, but they had to keep them out of the 20-mile radius. They put them as far away from the fallout zone as they could because the wind was blowing north, but not southeast. It was blowing up the Hudson River. When people in Connecticut have the disease that we have, all the way up to, I think it's Vermont and New Hampshire, all the way into Pennsylvania, they got sick. That blew. Thank you very much. Maybe not in daylight, but getting the wrinkles. I'm keeping busy. Oh, that squirrel with the muffin. I love that little guy. And the cat even was okay with him. He was okay with the squirrels, but not the mice in the house. I think it was more the possums that were freaking him out. They were too big. But that squirrel comes every day, every day. I throw him. I buy that little pack. I left it out to show you guys. I don't know where oh, there it is. Wait, look at the flowers again. Fall off. Ah, don't fall. Where the hell did the muffins go? Oh, no. I thought I left one out. Oh. Oh, I did. Is this it? There it is. Oh. See the little baby muffins? I get them in Walmart. It's like $3 for like 20 of them. Bye, Pam. I love you. So sorry. Come back to goof therapy when you can. Thank you. What a world. What a life. So, what do I do? Oh, so I sat in the library most of the day. I got there at 9 o'clock. Oh, yeah. Yes, and I bought that other phone to get me through this month till I got to August, and I only went into the AT&T to ask questions. And then when we started talking, he said, why do you want this? And I explained. He sat there, he started crying. And I look at him, he says, oh my God, it's you. I said, it's me. I said, who are you? Like that, you know? And I thought, you know, he was like flirting with me or something. What the hell is he talking about? It's you, and he's crying. You know, I've seen some crazy pickup lines, but this was weird, right? And he said, I was on the other side. I said, what? He said, you were by the Lincoln Tunnel. You were in New Jersey. I said, yeah. I said, wait, what are you talking about? He said 9/11. And he told me how they came and snatched him away just like me because he's a federal first responding officer. And he's still active duty. So I met another person who does what I do, who is me on the other side. They were yanking them out of the pile, wrapping body parts up in plastic bags and sending them over. That's how I got the duct tape and the plastic and the water bottles. He sent it to me. They just never told me who it was, and we never met, because as soon as he was done, they took him away and took him back to Miami as soon as he was done. He only worked the first 9 months, and then they let him go. Just like me, they paid me for the first 9 months. After that, when I quit the other job as the freight cashier for the seaport and working with the customs stuff, I had to get out of there. I don't want to be there again. Hell no. Not sitting next to billions of gallons worth of gasoline. That's where the gas for all of New York and the East Coast gets dumped off, right there. So not only do we have hazardous chemicals, like the warehouse like Beirut exploded, all right, that's where I worked, in a customs warehouse just like that. That whole place went kaplooey and blew half of Beirut apart. The whole city was gone. Also was our oil depot, our gasoline that we buy gets dropped off for 70% of the East Coast, and then they ship it down here. I was sitting on a powder keg, and I ain't doing that again. That plane ripped the roof off the building I was in. We thought he was going to crash head on into the oil supply, where they come and unload an entire cargo tanker full of gasoline. There were 8 of those things sitting there. You can Google map it and go look at the Bayonne Navy Pier and look at the cargo pier. Look at all that gas and crap that's out. I wasn't staying there no more. I'm not getting blown up like that. I live over the Lincoln Tunnel. I've had to live with that since I'm 7, waiting for threatening to blow that up once a month. It's insane. When you live over something that the whole world is trying to blow up your house, it's crazy. I hated living there. I hated it. Used to drive us crazy between the Lincoln Tunnel and all of that. Forget it. We'll see you later, Pam. My head, I'm sweating. I got the vapors. Oof. I like those little eyeballs. They're cute. Oh, these things are driving me nuts. They're so heavy. Ugh. These are they're very heavy frames, and they're real glass, because sometimes I can't see out of the plastic. And they weigh like 5 pounds, these glasses. Oh. Oh. How do I live stream on YouTube Short? What is YouTube Short? I'm just holding the phone in my hand. I gotta figure out how to mount a phone that folds in half. It goes like this, and then you shut it. It's like a flip phone, but it's LED screen. And there's a screen on the front. Once you close it, if I close this, I'll be able to see all of this on the half of the phone when it folds shut. It's pretty cool. I still didn't look at the name because it's black on black and I can barely read it. I think it's a Razor because it was really expensive. That's all right. You want to hear something funny? Because this guy didn't even think about it, or maybe he did, or he just said, fucking, let me get the commission. Because I pick up my iPad on Thursday. It comes with it. It's a bundle as a business. Because this is technically a business YouTube, okay? Making these videos and doing what we're doing, because it's kind of like a contract, and they list it as that. So when you're doing this constantly, it's a business expense. That's how Morgan writes all that off. So he says, yeah, anybody who does this, and if you're going to live stream like that all the time, that's a business. I said, oh, okay. So no, I'm going live with the YouTube, just hitting the go live button. Yeah, I can live stream and get monetized, but I'm not. Okay, I didn't know. He said, no, we're not doing. I said, you're doing something wrong here. Yeah, I don't want you to get in trouble because you're trying to help me out. And he said, no. He explained the whole thing. I said, the other girl, someone I know has a channel and they keep all the receipts and stuff. He says, yes. He says, if you're going to do this as a business, you can write off your monthly bill. You don't even have to pay it. You can write it off on taxes if you pay taxes. I said, holy moly. So he did what he could do, and he got me a really good deal because I'm still on. And I've been watching all kinds. I've been testing it out, and it's working all over the place. It put up a 20-minute video in like 10 minutes. Poof. I was walking around Ollie's. I returned that stupid radio, got my $15 back because it doesn't work. So it worked in Ollie's, and it put up the video in like no time. It was great. This thing's amazing. What happens when you and I get free unlimited storage for my videos and my photos for free forever. And the insurance on everything. $20 a month on the thing. It's going to be under like $80 a month. I said I can do that. I said that the Starlink was $140 and I was eating it on that. I said that's cheaper than electric. Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you. The thing I was telling him, that we're talking back and forth is that I'm sick. I don't know what's going to happen. They can't even give me a timeline. We're fucking waiting. This shit sucks. I said, I'm on day-to-day notice. They don't fucking know. And he said, that's okay. And I said something. I said, how long does this take? How much is this? So instead of like $20 a month, I'm paying $5 a month for this phone. And instead of $15 a month, I'm paying $2 a month to pay off the iPad. It's like 3.5 years. He says 36 or 40 months. I forget what it is. I don't know if it's going to take longer to pay it off at the $2 a month, or that's all you're going to charge you and then reducing the rate. I'll have to figure it out. I said, okay, I don't care. $2 a month. Yeah, I'll pay that for like the next 5 years. And then I was looking at him like, did you not hear what I'm fucking saying? I could die before I fucking pay this shit off. But it doesn't matter because he got his commission, so who cares? He helped me out. I helped him out. I said, give me the most expensive shit you got. He said, good girl. Like that, he said, I got it. So he went back. He didn't have the iPad. He had something else. But he said that I could go to an Apple store, and if I had any questions, they'll explain how to use it. I said, okay. He said, just go to the nearest Apple store or call them. They got an 800 number. You get the whole thing that comes with it because we're part of Apple. I said, oh, okay. Thank you. I don't know what the hell is an Apple store. There's no malls around here. I don't live where the malls are. They're far away. They're like an hour or hour and a half. There we go. After a while, it came on. There's a little post. It's a circle. And you hit the circle with the plus sign, and it says, do you want to post, go live, upload a short, stuff like that. So it's where you want to upload the shorts and stuff. And then after a while, they let you go live, because they didn't let me go live for a while. I had to have so many hours of views. And then finally, I told Morgan, I said, the thing came on. It's not black anymore. Now it's white. You'll see that it lists some of the things to do, go live, do this, do that. Some of them will be in white colors, and the ones you can't use yet will be gray. Okay? So once they turn white, she goes, you can use it. Let's try. And I did, and it went on, and I was able to go live for the first time. But that took a little while. That took, I think, I could post videos but not go live. I think the live started in March, right around the time I came with Morgan. I think I may have done one live from the house in February. I'm not sure. But I had like 10,000 views or 10,000 hours combined with all like 40 videos. And I took the other ones down once I found out that a court order and subpoenas went out about the house. So I didn't want there to be any ammunition to be used against the people whose the house was in their name. You know what I mean? So I had to take that down because I don't know, once the legal shit started, was I even allowed to talk about what happened? And I didn't want to get in trouble with them. And I didn't know what they were doing with FEMA or anything else, so I just said, the hell with it. Yeah, I did the straight talk, but it doesn't support the live streaming. Also, I wanted to be able to watch my Amazon Prime, my movies, listen to I figured this was killing two birds with one stone. My radio broke. I have nothing to listen to and I can't get the reports. Like today, I didn't know that tornado was coming this way. Ripped the shit out of the car, right out the window. I need my freaking radio. Because I didn't pay attention to the phone was going ding, 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 ding. And I was like, all right, all these notifications. I wasn't thinking about the weather. So I need, I have an emergency radio that you got to wind up. It's one of those, doesn't need batteries. You just got to keep cranking it. You wind it 100 times, you get 5 minutes. So every 5 minutes, you're going to wind the thing 100 times. It's annoying after a while. I used it for 4 days. I wanted to throw it out the window. I said, do I really need to hear this that bad? But yeah, I do. I can't sit here all day without the cat with nothing to do. So I'm going to lose my freaking mind. And I'm going to sit here crying looking at an empty dashboard with his footprints all over it. Forever. On my dash. Now I wish it would cool off. It was so nice this morning. I don't know what the hell happened today. It was a beautiful morning when I made the videos. It was cool, it was windy, it was nice. And then about 12 o'clock, whammo. Yes. Yeah. I put up a bunch of videos and stuff and put up the shorts. Ugh. I've been busy. That's okay. Right after I pulled out of the Wawa, I had the camera on the front dashboard and I wasn't paying attention looking around me. And right pulled up next to me was a Brevard County Sheriff card. I had no seatbelt on. The phone in the dashboard, I'm moving it around, trying to get the shot of the road coming down. All of a sudden I look up, I said, oh shit, it's a cop. I knocked the phone over. And I couldn't put that up. So I didn't. So I had to start that again in the park. I tried to start that 3 times, that video this morning. I was trying to get the ride into the park again, and then I was going to pull in right to I found another spot. That's not so bad. No, I can't. They won't. I can't do that. That's why I didn't put up a Cash App. And I didn't have like to put up the little funds and, stuff like that. But yeah, no, I couldn't. I will. I gotta go Thursday morning and pay for that first. Then I'll go pick up my iPad. Oh, wow. Yeah. No, I got that covered now. I put everything, I hooked up this phone to go off like crazy. What I don't understand is why they don't have, if we're going to have this many tornadoes down here on a daily basis, and it wasn't even a bad storm. Texas has sirens. Why doesn't Florida, when these storms come through and they throw out the warning, go in your bathroom, kiss your ass goodbye. They actually yell at you on the radio to get in your bathroom right now. You in this town, get in here. If you're in these 3 consecutive towns in a row, this thing's coming straight through these 2 towns right now. Get in the bathroom, stay there for at least 45 minutes to an hour before you come out. in case you can't take the radio with you, or something happens and you can't hear it, and say it whacks out. The radio station's right over here by the railroad tracks. So as it's blowing through here, what if it wipes out the radio station? It takes out the antenna. We're never gonna know. Sirens. We need freaking sirens down here like they do everywhere else. I don't know why they didn't install them. I've seen some at the beaches. The free storage is crazy, right? Because I'm a content creator. He put that in. And he said, you want to go live streaming like every other day, every couple of days? I said, yeah, like that. Throw up a video once a day. I told him exactly what I wanted to do. At least one video per day, or a short. Do a live stream maybe twice a week. And then I need time to watch my freaking movies. Listen to my radio podcast. This is my only entertainment. I cut off cable because they suck. So he started laughing. I said that I was having problems with the Starlink. And I said I got rid of that. Plus they want $140 a month. That's insane. I couldn't afford it anymore. So he said, this will be, I'll get you under $100. I said, you kidding me? I'll love you forever. You do that. He started laughing. This poor guy. I can't say it. Anyway, it took his toll on him. He's a good guy. He's very nice. And he did a nice favor for me. Yeah, that's what I do. The weather alert. I have the weather station on that phone. So it just goes off. If it's going to be bad, I leave it on. Well, that's why I need the radio on this phone. I leave it on in the background very low when we have a storm coming so I can hear it. Because by the time it comes on the phone, it's probably too late and it's already on top of me and you don't know. But I really wish. All right, bye, honey pot. Take care of yourself. We love you. I know. I love her name, right? Oh, ow, my ass is going numb. Okay, yeah, I got her message. They'll hold anything that comes in till I get there Thursday. And then I'll re-up. Bye, honey pot. I wanted to move, but the lights on. Will the lights come with me? It might. I'm trying to lean over sideways. Wait, get out of there. Ah! Bringing the lights with me. I need a hook. A hook. Oh, that's a mess back there. I forgot. Ah. Stop it. Don't look behind me. Oh, I can go sideways. You can look at the wall. There's my clock. My clock is slow. See? My clock is like 10 minutes slow. Dollar store batteries are awful. Oh. No, I can't. I can't. No moolah shmoolah. I don't pay taxes. No part-times, no nothing. Not since my second heart attack. I can't do that. I can't even get like a cheapo, oh shit, part-time job. Nothing. Wait, hold on. I gotta close something. Hold on. Okay. Oh, okay. I had to make a deal with the devil for 100% coverage. Otherwise, I was gonna owe 20% on $3,000 to $5,000 treatments of chemotherapy that went 96 straight days. That's over $1,500 a day. I was taking two. One in the morning and one at night. chemotherapy balls when they made me do it myself at home because I didn't want to live in the hospital for another 4 months. I already spent 2 months in there. I wasn't going for 6. And Richard's mother was a nurse, and he took care of her. And they taught him how to take, when I put the picture or that PICC line in my arm, I'm sitting in a black tube top, it's up there. There was a video of it, and I couldn't get it. It was on Richard's phone. We made it in case anything went wrong. He was going to use it to get a lawyer to sue the shit out of the hospital for sending me home and Medicaid for doing that to me. But I didn't want to be in the hospital. And the cat, he had to keep bringing the cat to the hospital twice a day so I could feed him. They were wheeling me downstairs in a wheelchair with IVs and shit beeping and blinging and oxygen shit. So Richie could pull up to the front door of the lobby. They wheel me out to the car, and I could hold the bowl, and the mouse would eat. He would not eat for him. That made no sense. Because the cat lived in their house with their dog and stuff, with Richard. Why he would not take food from Richard, I don't know. That was awful. Yeah, no, you can't do that. Not with that ECG shit now. Oh, hell no. What happened was there's another girl with the same name here, very close to me too. Lane is a big name down here. There's a car dealership over here, all right? That's a huge, huge family down here. My father's from Virginia. He's from down here, so it's a big-ass name down here. I wanted to go to them and ask them before I found this car, do I get a fucking discount because my last name's Lane? How much do I get off? And are you my relative? You're my father's brother? I don't know. So, yeah, I couldn't do nothing. That's where they check your credit score every 5 minutes at the bank now. So this girl who has the same name and born in the same month, it was screwing me up. I actually had she has some kind of lung issue. I got one of her treatments and she got one of mine. The hospital switched us because we had the same, not the same doctor, but the same therapist who treats our lungs and does our lung test where they put you in a big glass box and they pressurize it and they stick a hose in your mouth and clamp your nose shut. Oh my God, that's some experience for 25 minutes. Jesus Christ. So I had just had it done, and I told her I just had it done. I said, I'm supposed to have this other one. She goes, no, they want this done again, obviously. No, the hospital screwed up, and they gave me her test and made me redo. She had one of mine. Thank God it wasn't a fucking procedure. Could you imagine they screwed up an operation with the two of us? Ooh, we could have had a good lawsuit and a half on that. One of us would have got screwed, but God damn, they quickly, I had to go down to, they brought someone from the head of the hospital down when we realized I wasn't supposed to go through that box again and pressurize my lungs like that twice in like 3 weeks. Something bad could have happened to me because I'm sicker than she is. She just has asthma and possibly emphysema. I got the mesothelioma crap and the crazy cancers, and I have lung fibrosis, IPF, and emphysema, and asthma, and like 3 other kinds of bacteria. They could have literally killed me in that box and collapsed my lungs. And God forbid imagine I was going in for a biopsy and then they biopsied this chick instead of me. Holy crap, they had to go through all the procedures and have 2 caseworkers pull our files and go right to that doctor's office, and they all got in trouble. Big time. They thought it was a typo. They had no idea that they had 2 patients with the same name. Morons. Besides the fact she's 10 years younger than me. How could you make that big a friggin' mistake? She's only like 45? Are you kidding me? And that doctor was a while ago, so she was about 40, and I was pushing 50, looking like Grandma Moses over here. If you see me in person, I don't look that good. But yeah, and randomly, probably once a year or every other year, they just run it. The computer, Social Security runs you all the time. So I have to go in and explain from time to time what this was, what this wasn't. I was like, no, that ain't my bank account. That ain't mine. This is it. I only got your card. What the hell are you talking about? And they're like, okay, we got to look into that. And then they called me back. They said, all right, we realized it wasn't you. We called they got the information, got the social security numbers. Instead of going by names and birthdays, they finally got a hold of the social security numbers through the bank and realized, no, they're not your accounts. But there is someone who lives near you with the same last name and first name. I said, okay. For a minute, I thought my father was pulling a fast one because I have two brothers with the same first name and last name. I don't want to say their name, but that's going to get confusing one day right about now, when they're getting older. They live in other states. One of them's going to get accused of some kind of tax fraud. I keep waiting for something to happen with those two. I think they've met too. Those are my older brothers. And my two youngers. I have two brothers older than me and two brothers younger than 16 years younger. My older brothers are about a year and a half older than me. But one day that's going to mess them up. Okay. Oh, I keep getting frozen here. All right, it's still clicking, right? Yeah. So, what the hell time is it now? 11. See, look, another hour and 40 minutes. We're good to go with this. So, oh, but I'm excited to get the. Oh, so the reason why he got me the iPad was so I could stream all my movies and watch my Amazon and check my emails and stuff, and I don't have to do it on here because I can't see. um, but, ow. That's like yeah, the ECG, your credit score thing. This thing is slow, and then it's freezing on me. Maybe if I get rid of it and come back again. Oh, there it goes. Okay. Oh, somebody was cleaning. See, I told you it sounded like a floor cleaning machine, right? It was. A guy just came out of the Chinese restaurant. They're closed. Unless he robbed it and he's coming out the front door like an idiot. I don't know. Yeah, it was nice. He's a good man. Especially to get me the iPad. Holy cool. Woo! He even told me where to go so they'll teach me how to use it. Too. If I have any things, I can always go to like Best Buy and get a class with the Geek Squad or something. You know, he said they have all kinds of things now, and Apple will even take it to the store and show you how to use it. They got 800 numbers. You can call all kinds of stuff, support. I was like, okay. He said, I'm going to give you all that information when you come on Thursday. I was like, all right, thank you. So they actually ordered it from another store, and I was like, good, because I got the money till then. So Thursday's good. I'll be a busy girl on Thursday morning. UPS, AT&T. I already went to Ollie's to return. I was going to return everything and pick everything up and pay for everything in the one day. I just don't know when they're going to call about the mouse. I thought she would have called me today, but I'm going to call them tomorrow. And they're right by the park, too. So they're like two parking lots. It's the park, then there's like it's like Church City over here. And they're right next to it. I keep passing it every day, looking. Oh, it was killing me, especially the next day. That got me because he was still in the freezer. He wasn't going out until Friday. Mm. Friday morning, they were picking them up for the weekend, so they usually do the cremation over the weekend. And she said probably before the end of next week. I checked my emails and I didn't get anything, so. Well, that was on my mind all freaking day today. Being in the park, I didn't even want to be there. It was making me depressed. That's why I picked a different spot. I wanted to show you guys the tree the other day. I pulled up, I started freaking crying my brains out. And when I came in this morning, I came in a different entrance, and I went right to the other side by the dog park. I said, well, we've never hung out over there because we can't hang outside the giant dog park over there. There's a million dogs. That's why I said one whole side of the park is just for dogs. So I parked over there today in a different space. That's where I made the videos with those two squirrels coming. I don't know if you saw that one with them coming down the tree. I think that's the one I couldn't put up because I leaned over and in the dress and it went a little too far and I was trying to squint with my glasses on. I said, shit, I can't tell. I don't want to put that out there. So I left the very beginning of making breakfast off. It's supposed to be a 3-parter. That was the only thing he would answer to. First we called him Booby, like B-U-B-I, like a Jewish person. What's up, Booby? And Richie went like that, and he meowed. And then one day he wasn't answering him anymore. I said, what's the matter? Oh, what are you, a mouse? Wah! And he went berserk. And Richie said, come here, mouse. And he ran over and he jumped on his chest. He said, you like Booby or like mouse? Wah! And he wanted mouse. That's it. It was easier for him maybe to hear like a meow, mouse. I used to call him a mow. Which is like, how could you say that? I said, Scooby, he doesn't know what I'm saying. He didn't see the movie. If anybody knows, Mamau. One of the army movies. That old one, too. So it was Mouse and Booby. I said, when did you learn Jewish? He started laughing. I said, the Cuban guy speaking Jewish? I said, the cat knows English, Spanish, and now he's a Jewish name. I said, just don't call him Putz or Schmuck. He might like either one of those. Oh, I miss that little shithead so much, man. It's so quiet in here without him. Wah, 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 wah. Ma. And I don't know if I have the video of him calling me Ma. I was looking for it, and it might be, I think, on my laptop and not on my phone. Because that's separate whole thing itself through Amazon. So I gotta look through my tablet and see if I have the video. I only got him, I think, once or twice saying it. I don't know why I never recorded him saying it. So stupid. That's when the lady busted out. She started squeaking out some tears. I said, I got no one to call me Ma anymore. And just like, I lost it at the end when I was holding his head in my hand and we realized he was gone. They poke him in the eye to make sure they're dead, by the way. Oh, she went like this to his head. Poking him in the eye like this. And I looked at her. I said, what's wrong with his eye? She goes, I'm making sure. I'm sitting there poking him in the eye. He's not going to stay there. I said, oh, okay. I was like, oh, my God. Jesus. Could have just, I don't know. Doctors are a strange breed. I'm sorry. You have to be able to do that. Ugh. I said, poke him in the eye. Pull his tail. You know if he's awake. But, yeah, that was awful. Ugh. I'm glad I was there because he got very scared at the end. Because he didn't like getting clipped at all. And that was the last time he's been to the doctor except to get his rabies shot. And he's in and out. But he fought hard in the end. I had to hold him down and then talk to him for a few minutes. Yeah, we had the stethoscope, and then she went underneath, uh, inside his legs to feel for a pulse with the stethoscope on. She was checking to make sure, because sometimes with kidney failure, your blood pressure goes very low. That's why mine's insane. It goes to 300, and the other day it was like 80 over 40. Then it dropped down to 70 over 45. I was like, damn, my pressure's been as low as 60 over 30, and you wouldn't even know nothing's wrong. I'm sitting here talking like this. The doctor's like, this is baffling. I said, no shit. He said, so how are we going to know? He said, checking your pressure all day long? I said, obviously. And as fast as it went up, whoop, it drops back down. And then it stays really low. It's like 90 over 40, 80 over 50. And it'll stay this way for months at a time. I'm kind of mopey right now because it's very low. But low is bad. Is low, extremely low is just as bad as too high. Going over 190, that was insane. The highest my shit read, I think it was 313 or over 145. To have the bottom number, normally it goes as high as 100. If you're really upset, maybe 101, and you'd have to be freaking the hell out for that to happen. But to be 313 over 145, he told me when I was there after, and that's why this is why he sent me to the cops, was because he said if it goes over 200 one more time, you're going to drop dead. And she knows that. She's a fucking nurse. I want to talk to the police. She's going to kill you, and you're going to fucking die if she pisses you off like that one more time. And that's when we were cleaning out the house. That's why I left. I had to get out of there. I had to fucking leave. I couldn't stay there. He said if my blood pressure went over 200, I could stroke out in an irrecoverable stroke, because I already had one of those. I had 2 heart attacks. The next one will be my last. I can't risk having another heart attack. I've had little mini things happening in my sleep that they can see, but not a full-blown one where I passed out on my desk crashing my fucking computer in the middle of the customs office and woke up in the emergency room at 4 in the afternoon. That was 9 a.m. when that happened. They had me drugged up all day. Richie didn't even know. I didn't have his number. I had just got a new phone, and I didn't have his as an emergency contact. I didn't have my mother in there. I didn't have anybody in my phone. They didn't know who the fuck to call. I ended up driving myself home. I lied instead of going to his cousin's house, who lived 3 blocks away from the hospital there in Jersey City where I was. And I swore to God, I was just going around the block. I got on the turnpike and fucking drove home. I got there as fast as I could. I was a little whacked out of my mind. I said, but, I had to go in a straight line. It wasn't that far. And I knew his cousin wasn't home. Oh, I know, these horrible people. It was disgusting. Some of these places weren't even cremating the animals. I don't know what ashes they were giving them, except that they were using, say, burning wood. It wasn't even animal cremations in those containers. I heard about that. I remember that. They actually had an issue. I think it was, was it the Long Island? It was the ASPCA. Oh, I forget where it was. We went out to Long Island one time to get a couple of cats and stuff. But they even got in trouble a bunch of times. But it took a few minutes to make sure he was really gone. And they got to make sure because they're sticking them in a freezer. And then she opened the door, and there was the freezer. Ugh. I looked at her. She was like, oh, shit. She goes, no, I got it. I said, I'll hold the door for you. She had him in her arms like a baby. We wrapped him up in the blanket he was laying on the table. And they leave a fuzzy, a fleece blanket. And they wrapped him up in the blanket. She was carrying him out. She was trying to open the door with one hand. I said, no, I got it. She goes, no, I got it. She didn't want me to see the freezer that was right inside the door. Big, giant, deep freezer. And I sat in the stupid car and cried for a while. And then the last couple of days before Friday, Thursday and Friday, I was like, oh my God, he's in the freezer right inside. It was too much. It's too much. Ugh. I told everybody it took forever with my mother with the 9/11. My mother was in the deep freeze for 45 days before they cremated her. Freaking over a month. I didn't get my mother back for almost 2 months. Yeah. If I was at the house, I would have buried them, but then we got coyotes. They dig everything up. There's just packs of coyotes running around down there. It ate the lady across the street from me, had 3 cats. Notice I said had. One of them, a coyote grabbed it right in the middle of its back a couple of months before, like that Christmas, before my birthday party thing. Grabbed the cat right in the middle of the back, shook it, and broke its back. It took them 4 days to find them, her 2 trailers down, still laying in the grass. The long guys found her and started running around screaming, is there someone missing a cat? She heard them. They ran over, and there she was laying for 3 days. No one heard her because she couldn't speak. She was paralyzed. You know, they saved that poor thing. She has her back goes like this, like that, up in the air. She's walking bent over like this. She finally died. Then before I left, this most beautiful cat that she has that looks like a leopard, they let it go out with the other cat that goes out every day. They didn't even stop letting their cats out. Guess what happened? We found one arm, and the back quarter panel leg. So one front arm and the back ass, and someone found part of the head, and they ripped all the hair off of it. They skinned her. These 5 coyotes ripped her skin off, left it there on her property. All right, they were looking all over for the cat. She was on the other side. They found the blood trail. So they brought that cat all the way back, the pieces, to her trailer and left it for her mommy to find. They searched all over for the rest of the head. They couldn't find any more body. They took the rest and ate it. And I was like, these are some nasty-ass coyotes. No, I'm not burying him 4 feet. Yeah, that wouldn't be big enough. There's nowhere to go in Florida. It's all freaking sand. Plus all the fire ants. It's too hard to bury stuff here in the ground over here. Yuck. I wish I did have a big backyard. That's what he's going to ride on the dashboard. Yeah, there's also laws about that, too. You can't just do what you want. Also, I leased the land. We didn't own it. So you couldn't just do whatever you wanted. But there are laws about the size. I think only up to 50 pounds is allowed to be, pets allowed to be big. If you got like a big giant dog, 130 pounds, 120 pounds, like my girlfriend's Rottweiler. It was a horse. She had to have him cremated. And they owned a house. Her parents, they wouldn't let them bury the dog in the backyard. It's very busy here. 11:30. Okay, we're pushing 2 hours now. See, look at that. We did 2 2-hour video live streams. Oh, no. You hit water close to the beach. Yeah, we do. It's just sand and that's it. That's if you can find the dirt through the 4 feet of grass you gotta dig through to get to the ground underneath with all the sinkholes over here. You never know what you're gonna get when you dig down here. Lord have mercy. All right. What time is it? All right, 2 hours. Group therapy session will come soon. I'll let you know. Thank you. Thank you. I'll let you guys know when I pick up Mouse, and I'll post on Thursday after I'm done with UPS, and I'm picking up my thing. Because he said I can even live stream off the iPad. He said this would be easier for you either with the phone. You can do it on everything. So he was explaining, he said that he'll explain more to me about the iPad on Thursday. So he'll give me enough instructions to get on and get things going. Okay, therapy session over for the day. Love to everybody. Can't we all just get along? Am I allowed to say that again? Am I going to get yelled at for that too? No. I never thought of that. I can watch my own videos on the other phone. Does it count when I watch them? You sit there just watching your own videos all day long, right? Rewind again. Thank you. That's nice of you. I never thought that's a really cool idea. Maybe that's why all the content creators have a bunch of iPads and a whole bunch of phones. Oh, all right. Over and out, everybody. Have a good night. Thank you. Sorry. I just need to get that shit straightened out. Now, if she's getting bad advice, she needs to know she's getting bad advice. All right. I love you guys. I will see you at the end of the week. Couple of days, okay? Probably maybe, how about Friday night? Friday or Saturday. Okay? All right. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Night, night.